Hello? Oh, okay, we almost had a repeat of the same exact problem as last time. So, good thing I checked this time. So yeah, my microphone apparently disconnected because of a Windows update, so... Seems like everything's good, just had to double check and make sure it actually reconnected this time. But anyway, let's dive right back into this game. What were we doing last time? I never remember. It's always like, 1 week later, forget literally everything. Alright, we were here, right? This is the hub. Oh yeah, we were gonna read lore. Today's a lore day. I kind of forgot about that. Alright, lore day, lore dump. Had an idea. Diary, okay. Was playing some video games today and had a funny idea. This is Kina's diary, right? Matching colored keys and doors. Honestly, isn't that new? But I wonder what a game of just that would look like. Puzzles are nice. So I wonder if there's anything silly I can do with the idea. Oh, is this like a dev commentary almost? Like, is this why... Wait, no. Someone said that Lily was like a self-insert. But I think that Kina is actually the self-insert. For the dev. Puzzles are nice. I wonder if there's anything silly I can do with the idea. I know it's a little silly, given I'm the god of keys and doors and all. The thought won't get out of my head. Instead of a video game, I'd like to get a bit ambitious and see if I can get the ambassador programmer... no, sorry. If I can get the ambassador program in on it. Okay. So it's like the dev like LARPing as Kina or something? I don't know. It's certainly a larger ask, but working in the physical realm is fun, and I figure I could use the fresh air. Okay. I'll brainstorm some stuff for now, but no way am I doing this without friends. Finding friends. I'm thinking of something like an escape room. That should be a fun way to present it. I'll probably need the god of space to get the basic stuff set up. It's what all the others say anyway. Wait, there's actual lore. The god of space. Is that this guy? The Illuminati guy? As for the actual mechanics of everything, having to actually carry keys and unlock doors sounds way too cumbersome. What I have in mind runs on video game logic anyway, so I guess I'll need some really complex video game-ish magic. Guess I'll see if I can contact Spindles and get them in on this. It'll certainly help to have someone to bounce ideas off of, too. Who's Spindles? Is this one Spindles? Who's Spindles? As for testing, the God of Truth has a ton of acolytes. I figure someone in that space will inevitably be down to give it a try. Okay, there's a bunch of names being mentioned here that I don't recognize at all. Should I recognize them? Are they from like another game? Took a while, but I arranged our first meetup. Decided against seeking a tester, since I'd rather wait until I have things to test first. We've been labbing it out in a classic gray void. Basic God of Space fare. I see. Like the default Game Maker rooms. I made a decent enough template, key and door with Spindles' help. Got the color set up too. It was a fair bit of work to set up the basic systems, but I was able to make a test puzzle. Seems like it's in working order now. Already seeing plenty of things I should probably do next before anything else. Systems and stuff. It was quite the struggle, but I made larger keys and doors work. It's all parameterized, so I'll be able to make all sorts of things on demand. Worst part was having to explain to Spindles how I wanted to place and align the numbers. Who'd have thunk text could be so hard? Luckily, magic is really handy, in that magic spells are able to cast other magic spells with specific parameters. Is this about I mean, this is clearly like magic is clearly an analogy for code, right? This is like functions that can return other functions that can take parameters. Is this currying? Is this referring to currying? Actually, I don't know if GameMaker language has support for currying because I thought it like compiled down to like C++. I guess that you could do currying in that if that was the case. But I don't know specifically if that language does support currying. Seems like the more I can take advantage of that, the easier it'll be to make everything else going forward. Spindles agrees too. Anyways, I'm taking a break after that. Nothing but puzzles. As it turns out, basic puzzles with keys and doors are kind of hard to make. Like, once the fundamentals are done, the only puzzles I can think of are basic logic puzzles and more messy algorithmic puzzles. So I'm brainstorming some neat ideas to see if I can expand the concept a little bit. The scope of things is certainly getting bigger now, but I want to see if I can take this somewhere. Okay, that is an interesting thought. Because yeah, coming up with new ideas that are like actually interesting, like new like puzzle elements, is kind of hard. Especially when you, I guess like you'd have to test them. You have to like play around with them to get a feel for how they work and if you can come up with anything interesting from them. Yeah, I guess like I've only ever worked with level editors. I've never actually like made my own puzzle elements for a game or anything like that. And I can imagine that it would be quite difficult to try and come up with unique elements that are, you know, interesting enough to play with that you'd actually feel inspired to build puzzles around them. Anyway, it's been a while and so many more ideas keep coming to mind. It's gotten to the point of splitting all the puzzles into worlds. I suppose I'm in for the long haul now. Thinking it's time to maybe get a tester now. Spindles technically suffices, but I'd like someone who isn't in the know. Although it certainly brings an important question to mind. Should I try to hold on to surprises for everyone I might end up working with, or keep them up to date as the going continues? That's also an interesting question. My intuition says I should get a friend for sharing and a friend for surprising. I still need to find folks to fill those roles, but it'll probably be the best for both progress and my mental well-being in the long run. Making this stuff is a lot. Tea time. A while longer yet, but I came back into contact with my old friend, Intrica. Who's Intrica? I mean, obviously these gods, like the characters, like the god characters here are like other people, like other like testers or developers or something. But like, are they the actual names of those people? Or like their usernames, or are these just like pseudonyms? Because I feel like Kina is clearly like supposed to be L.A. Watson, but obviously L.A. Watson is not the same person as Kina. Like, yeah. It felt nice to have a chat over tea with her, like the old times. I hope to keep that up, although I can't promise I'll abandon the hermit lifestyle anytime soon. As for a tester, I finally found someone who's alright, just a guy named Crane. All I had to do was ask the group of acolytes if anyone liked puzzles, and it only took like a second. I've got a few testers on reserve now too. Crane is a fun fellow, definitely has more than a handful of things to talk about when it comes to puzzles too. On a different note, it feels weird to sort of become the de facto organizer of a group like this. While the temptation to onboard a ton of people is there, I think I know better than to let things get out of control. It keeps going. It's getting hard to tell exactly what I should write about in here since there's so much. Progress is seemingly speeding up, at least. I've come up with some really fun ideas, and it's fun to watch Crane bear witness to everything. Although, I suppose I should mention something that could be a bit more alarming. I've got a lot of ideas now. Enough to realistically be able to turn this into, well, a whole thing to put it contemporarily. This game certainly is a thing. That is absolutely true. At the very least, I've got a decent idea of which concepts are safe bets to try making a reality. Huh. Wonder what that means. Shocker, it's the simplest ones, and the ones which are just straightforward extensions of the pre-existing concepts. Who'd have thunk it? It certainly feels less restricting being able to work with these new ideas in my puzzles as well. The more I fill out my toolkit, the more involved the puzzles can actually get. It almost feels like I'm only just getting started. Big puzzle. Gonna need a good long rest after designing that one, but I did learn a lot of new important stuff. Instead of having vague, big ideas about a big puzzle, it seems to work better for me to connect a bunch of smaller, more solid ideas together. In the recent case, I basically gave every key color its own special role and set of deductions. Ah, this is talking about the first big puzzle, the first finale. I even managed to implement some more abstract logical concepts, mainly to do with dependency chains. I think for my next big puzzle, I'd like to see if I can put a more surprising and memorable deduction in it. Ah, that's graduation. The thing at the end. Either way, though, can't wait to see Crane take a look at that one for the first time. Hopefully he should be able to solve it. If not, well, I'll think of it later. I'm exhausted. Good night. Abstractions. I was always kind of aware of this, but there's a lot of math in these puzzles. Yeah, no kidding. Taking a second to really think about it, though, there's a lot of math here. Way more than I think I'm used to seeing. It makes sense since I've been pretty explicitly using a ton of numbers for all these puzzles anyways. The thought does occur to me, though. I wonder if I could to take it a step even further. To sort of lay a foundation. Usually puzzles are about one of a few things. New mechanics or interactions, a specific logical deduction, a tricky move, or well-hidden secret. The type of puzzle I'm thinking of, I suppose I'd call it an abstraction puzzle. A puzzle which uses the stuff here to represent a more abstract or complex problem. As it turns out, math pops up even more when abstract thinking gets involved. Yeah, that's certainly true. I figure I'll toss in a few funny ones. Only rarely, though. Knowledge gating someone with a mean math problem would just be rude. Okay, thank you. But if completing the puzzle doesn't matter, then it's more just kind of funny. I bet Crane will love them. How many more entries are there? Okay, yeah, we got a ways to go. Alright, sit tight, it's story time. Crane told me something very interesting today. It's called a meta puzzle, which is basically a puzzle which interacts with the space outside of the normal play area, and this is what gave rise to the Great Beyond, I'm guessing. The one Crane showed me was interesting. It was about abstraction and clue finding, which is cool. Perhaps it's becoming a habit, but I really want to see if I can make something like that now. What I have in mind is, I suppose it's more like a regular puzzle, but with a new meta action instead. It seems that just like there are many different types of puzzle, there are also many different types of meta puzzle. It's fascinating to think about, but what on earth do you even design for a meta puzzle? It's very different from what I'm used to. That's how salvaging happened. Maybe too much. I've been thinking nonstop for days now. There are so many ideas for all sorts of cool meta puzzles and meta actions and meta mechanics I want to make. However, as fun as it is to think about, the fundamental issue remains that they are still extremely hard to actually wrap my head around. I've been trying to keep everything organized and formulate some basic strategies and rules, but even then it's so much to keep track of. Maybe I should be trying to approach these meta puzzles with the same type of mindset as the big puzzles from earlier. I get the feeling there is no singular working strategy for doing it, so I might have a better chance stringing together a puzzle using smaller, easier pieces to rationalize. Who is messaging me? Okay, nobody. Great. Lovely. It can be really overwhelming, though. At least I'm still able to bounce stuff with my pals. Gotta remember to take breaks and all that. Maybe I'll walk outside to clear my mind. Alright, feedback. Crane's been busy the past few days, so I'm thinking about onboarding some more testers for this thing. It'll probably take a while for them to catch up to where Crane is, but it's important that they go through the same motions. Spindle says that a lot of problems can slip through testing, so having more testers is a good measure to take. That is true. I figure testing this must be a lot of work, though. I already put a decent amount of work into organizing sessions and feedback outlets. It can't be easy to actually construct and keep track of all the feedback they have in mind. Maybe it'd be a good idea to make a room where everyone can just hang out and cool off from work. We've just been returning to the real world for stuff. Oh, is this like a post-COVID period? Like, I guess, yeah, like, this game came out in like 2024, right? Like shortly after Leaf's Odyssey. And like, I think the pandemic was like officially over in 2023, if I remember correctly. So that would kind of make sense. And then I think it definitely took some time for companies to like eventually gradually shift back to like everybody has to go back into the office kind of thing, which I actually don't. But yeah. Since I'm already making artificial worlds, why not get creative? Anyways, back to work. Fresh start. It's both very fun and humbling to watch more people experience this for the first time. Even though working on this is getting very hard, I'm glad people are, mostly, getting to experience all the cool ideas we've had since this started. Maybe, after feedback is collected, I'll just take a break for a while. I've got other things in my day-to-day life, as well as other personal projects. Everyone here is understanding and patient. They should be okay with it, and I can always ring them if the need arises. For now, though, I can tell that what my mind really wants to do is just sit back and relax. So I guess I'll do that now. Bye. Quirky meta things. Just taking a quick moment to write about another quirk with designing meta puzzles. Specifically that changing or adding even tiny new things can have dramatic consequences. It can be hard to remember all the rules I laid out when starting the design, which means it's easy to forget and then accidentally break them. Luckily, I was able to eventually come up with a fix for the instances of that which cropped up. That also means that you really have to know what you're doing on a top-down level before you dedicate to making it a reality. Because once you're in the thick of designing something like this, you're locked in until it's either done or you have to scrap something major. Yeah, that sounds like engineering in a nutshell. I ended up doing the latter just now. Wasn't the best, but I really couldn't do the alternative. Meta puzzles are hard, enough said. Yeah, I imagine that a lot of like architecture work has to go into making meta puzzles. I think who was it? Edwin Brady, the creator of Idris, said like the architecture is the work that you do on the parts that are hard to change. And I can imagine, yeah, meta puzzling, like building a meta puzzle, you really do have to kind of take a more like waterfall approach with that, because you really do need to know how everything is laid out ahead of time before you start designing it, because then other things affect each other. And I guess it's somewhat similar to like the ideas I had for Monster Metropolis, because I remember like spending a lot of time thinking about like, oh, how am I going to actually like build around the toll bridge and stuff, and like how do I make the costs like work out the way that I want. And like I also ended up like coming up with like the key exchange, well, I guess like the two key exchanges, and that sort of was my way to like I don't know, lessen the burden of like thinking about certain things and like trying to make certain trades happen. Like it's just like, okay, well, we'll just like give the player like these options to like kind of like swap between different key types and quantities. But yeah, that's definitely a very tough thing to try and do, I think. Coming to fruition. Phew, I'm mostly done with all that meta stuff now. Now I can take a break with some smaller, simple puzzles. I forgot what that could feel like. Okay, so this is like the post Great Beyond stuff. So that's like what we're currently working on, I guess. It feels nice to be able to just freely add some new small things to the mix. Actually, I guess they're... I don't know, we've still been salvaging and stuff, right? Because we've been getting like Omega keys and whatnot. Maybe gigantic interconnected puzzles aren't always what they're cracked up to be. Well, they're so cool if done well, just a godly pain to work on sometimes. I feel like for me, meta puzzles have kind of... I don't know, they've lost a little bit of their luster, at least for me, over time. Like, definitely the first, few times you encounter meta puzzles in games, you're just like, whoa, that's crazy, that's cool, I can't believe like this game can like do that. And then, I don't know, eventually you play enough games with meta puzzles that you kind of almost come to expect them. Like, I don't know. Like, usually they aren't nearly as exciting. I guess that's just kind of how exposure therapy works, right? But like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of similar ideas end up cropping up between meta puzzles and different games too. Like recursive rule sets and stuff like that. Anyway, party! So something funny happened today. Someone from the Ambassador program showed up and gave me an invitation to a party! It was quite the event. A bunch of other gods were there, even some ancient ones. Is this like an invitation to like a conference? Like GDC or something? Because it says a bunch of other gods are there. Gods are game developers, is what I am picking up from this commentary. Ancient ones mean, or I'm interpreting ancient ones as like older game devs, people who have been in the industry for a long time. Maybe people who are quite notable for having made certain puzzle games. We mostly just camped out in the woods and did random strange activities. Oh, there's like a camping trip? I'm not really the type to impress upon others, but there were a few nice folks just hanging out amongst the trees. Though, I've got to say, the person who catered this party has quite a sense of humor. If there's anything I'll remember about this night, it was seeing that polka dot mat roll out in front of an audience of largely non-humanoid beings. Good times. Makes me remember when I was just a human, too. And approaching. Okay, so I guess the in-universe lore is that Kino was a human at one point. But there's like clearly like a metaphor being drawn here. I'm nearly done with all the puzzles now, which sounds kind of wild to actually dedicate to words. I still have a bunch of ideas that I could theoretically make, but I think I'm ready to wrap things up now. Knowing that an end is actually approaching has kind of made me allergic to the idea of extending things out even further. Maybe one day I'll come back to this, but for now, I think what I have made is sufficient. It all works, it's all good. There are still a few loose ends, but I think I'm fine leaving them as such. After all, my obligation was never to tie up the loose ends. It was just to make the things I wanted to make. So I'll just continue checking things off the to-do list, and before I know it, suddenly there won't be anything left to work on. What a thought. Making things presentable. It's almost time to contact the Ambassador program about this whole thing. Ambassador program? What is the Ambassador program exactly, though? What is that a metaphor for? Steam? Like the publishing? Well, no, this game is not on Steam. Itch? Like, I kind of don't think it's itch. Who's the ambassador program? Feels good to be here. Is that like the team that worked on the game? I went and did one last round of testing just to be absolutely sure. There are still some last little adjustments I want to make, just to make the place more presentable and the experience more accessible. One such addition probably being this diary. It feels relevant to include in all this. I think I'll go ahead and make an abridged copy of it, and put it at the very end. Ah, and that's what this is. So there was probably an even longer diary? I mean, this is basically just a devlog in disguise, right? I figure that if someone would truly do everything to reach this point, they're probably the type of person who would enjoy reading something like this. Well, yeah, that is true. Hopefully there's some good stuff to learn in here. If not, then sorry, I guess. Hello, by the way. Thanks for reading. No problem. Enrichment program. It's time to get this thing started. Time really flies by. I'm not sure I can manage a large number of participants, so for now I'm just opening for one person. They asked me if I had any preference for who to invite, and I thought about it a bit. Someone who's good at puzzles would probably make sense to invite. Is this Lily? Is that who they're talking about? Well, I had something else in mind. I'd like to see if I could inspire someone who may not have had a prior interest in things like this. So I just told them to find someone nearby who happens to be looking for something to do. They'll be arriving in a few hours. All I can really do now is wait. No matter who they are, though, I hope that they'll enjoy this strange thing I've made. I suppose that's really the best I can ask for, right? Guess I'll leave it at that. Thanks for reading, Kina. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, making a game is definitely a heck of a thing. I feel like my philosophy around like what I would make if I were to make games. I don't make games, but if I made games, has definitely like changed a lot over time. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the space for it. So I'll probably just leave it at that. Let's just continue playing the game, right? Like, we've got things to do. We have an entire garden of dreams to get through still, or at least the rest of it. I don't know. I might yap a little bit more at a later date. I do have plans to do something in Leaf's Odyssey that's a little bit more like a yapping kind of stream, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we were here last time, and we built a machine of sorts that I can't remember how to use. I think I started by doing something like this. And then what? Oh no, okay, now I'm vaguely remembering. I did like this, and then I did this, I think. And then I got like the chocolate fever. Oops. We don't want to like do that though. Right, and we don't want to chocolate that, I think, in particular. Right, but we do want to like destroy the world. I think. I don't remember how this works. Was this how I got more keys? Or... Oh wait, no, that's how I got more keys. What was this for? Oh, for giving me the chocolates. Right, the chocolate aura. Right, and that's the bare minimum you need to make this loop happen, and now we've gained keys, and so I can just keep generating more. By sitting here, cloning you, using that, and then doing this. Yeah, okay, I vaguely remember now. And this lets me get the brown back, so I can do that. Okay. Oops. And And I could have probably used like bigger numbers here if I wanted to get like even more keys, like super duper fast, but I think this is good enough for now. So it looks like we just want to like give every single color a shot here, right? So I'm gonna just do that and see what happens. Alright, so there is going to be a green eventually. I think we need to cover all the other colors first. And I think the rest should be okay. I mean, we have 2 more. Oh, we might need pure. Yeah, we probably need pure. And I think we will need glitch. We might need glitch. Although glitch is going to change color anyway. Wait, yeah. Okay, that is... maybe we need stone. I don't know. Let's just leave it like that for now, and like maybe it'll become clear as I go through this process, because there is... Oh, there's no glitch. Okay, so it's just stone. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that makes some amount of sense, right? Like... So grab you... what are you again? You're a thing that costs me stuff, and then I get more of it back, right? But you don't give me more master keys. That's okay, I get more negatives that way, but like... Oh yeah, and then I can sign flip at the end. Okay, no, that seems okay to me. Like, I just need to make sure I have enough of all the keys before I get started here. So yeah, I guess I want to smash through you. Or, well... Oh, but I can't chocolate you, can I? I guess I'm gonna have to chocolate you first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chocolate you. And probably you. Maybe. Well, you're glitched though, so... Okay, how many do we need? We need 213? Okay, so what if I do this to begin with? We just go on our merry way, grabbing keys, locking doors, having a good old time. I guess I can test this. Like, if I do this, then this. Well, actually, I guess before I do that, I should probably clone you, like, a whole bunch. Like, we're gonna need a lot of those, right? We need 213 of this. I acknowledge that there may be more efficient ways of doing this. This might take a while. Or this is how I've decided to do things. So I think that's fine, because then yeah, I can do this, and then I can do this. We got plenty of copies of each of these now. Basically as many as I want. Because yeah, I could get this all the way to 213, I think. And then give it like the pure color, and then it would be good. At least that's what I'm currently thinking I want. And with Sign Flippy, I should be able to do anything I want, right? I should probably give this guy a few clones too then, because like we're gonna need this guy too, like a whole bunch. Yeah, maybe if I had picked bigger numbers, this would have been better. Oh, oops, I don't want to do that, I don't think. But we're in no rush. It is fine. We'll take our time. You know, stop and smell the roses. Take the scenic route. It's like I always say, everybody's all in a hurry to get everywhere, be more productive and stuff. But it's like, I don't know, sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes you can just, you know, take it easy. Check out the scenic route. Go the long way. Take the road less traveled. Appreciate nature. Okay, we're getting to a point where we've got a lot of keys. Still not enough, but plenty. The reason why I'm using ones is because this guy, was it this one that's a prime number? One of these is a prime number. I think it's that one. And it kind of spooked me into thinking that I would need to use ones to achieve what I want. So that's why I'm doing that. Which may not be accurate, but whatever. It is fun to watch the number go up by ones. Wait, do I want to do that? No, I think I want to do this. So we can go back into chocolate mode. We got plenty of keys to go around. Just need to make sure that everybody has enough copies. Oh wait, I accidentally, yeah, I don't want to do that. We've got plenty of keys, just checking. Okay, I'm getting a little bit low on keys. We can still afford to bop this a few more times, get some more keys. We can't destroy it, because if we do destroy it, then we're not going to have a block left for the rest of the keys that we need. So let's make sure that we keep our factory alive. I know I could just sit on the block and just press the button, but like, I don't know, I feel like doing a finger dance is more fun. We'll get there eventually. I think this is the largest number too. It's just the 213. No, there's a 256 as well, but I can get those gold keys a lot faster. So 213 is our goal. Just keep that in mind. That is our target. I guess the brown keys I didn't have to be so careful with. Then again, wait, how am I going to get my brown keys to 199? That is a good question. I guess we can try answering that one next. I just want to put into... Uh-oh. Okay, I may have accidentally done that a few too many times. Yeah, I'll worry about the brown keys in a bit. Because I think that they are probably the next big problem. Oh, I ran out again? Okay. That's fine. I have enough. We want more than enough. Alright, now we need to... go into the negatives, right? Use it. Undo you. Okay, what's your color right now? So you're actually mimicking brown. So I could use this to gain brown keys, right? Like, let me look at that. Oh, but then I become chocolate. Ooh, and that's a problem. Because now I have positive brown keys. Oh, but if I... Okay, so if I had extremely negative brown keys, and then I use this to gain brown keys, then I could add enough brown keys to get back up to negative 199. So if I did a sign flippy first, that might have been okay. Okay, I think I see how I would work this out for brown keys. I will try that after, but I want to do this first, since this seems kind of important. So we want to get a whole lot of pure keys. Exactly 213. I'll have to be careful to step off with this thing when we get close. What? Is there background music? Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of my key factory. Stop at around like 10. Okay, there we go. So we have 213 now. We need exactly... Yeah, we have 200. We need exactly 213, so that should be this. Okay, we're good on that now. But because you're pure, I can't recolor you so easily. That's fine. I can color you now. If I wanted to do white instead, I could do that. Or I could even just go brown. I don't want to do the brown keys just yet, but I do want to figure out if I can theoretically do those. Also the stone keys, maybe? Actually, stone shouldn't be an issue. I think the only really problematic one here is the brown keys. Okay, so you're brown, right? No, you're master. If I do this, are you brown? Oh yeah, now you're brown. So if I got like a whole bunch of brown keys, which I think I can do from this. Oh, maybe I can't though, because... Oh, but you can give me negative brown. That's right, you can give me lots of negative brown. So if I get super duper negative, I can use that thing. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So if I just have enough clones of you, I can get to negative 200. And once I'm at negative 200, I grab one of you, and then I get the ability to thing. Okay, I see. But I don't want this right now. This is too early. Okay, so what's next then? I guess white. White is next. Oh wait, we can't do that just yet. We need to... I guess we need to wait until we've cloned you a bunch. Yeah, I think this strategy will work. I think I have the right idea. I just did it in a very inefficient way. But it will work eventually. And that's what matters. Might as well give this a few more copies for good measure. I mean, we're going to need those anyway. Whoa, why did that? Whoa, why is it doing that? Oh, because I didn't chocolate it. Oh, okay, so I need to chocolate that first. Okay, so I need to put you in chocolate mode again. There we go. Now I can clone you. What are we doing next? 99, I think? Yeah, 99 white. So we need at least 100 of these. We've got plenty. we'll add a few extras just for good measure, you know? Never hurts. Oh, wait, we don't want that. We want to do this. Why? I don't know, because I guess I wanted to clone more of this. Oh wait, why did I chocolate that? I don't want to chocolate that. I guess we don't have to do that now, do we? Oh no, we do, because we have to get the negatives, right? We want to start with this to start the loop. Then we need to spend here, clone once here, and then do this. So we don't have to do that clone, but like whatever. We're gonna have to eventually clone a bunch of stuff later. Oh, whoops! I didn't want to do that, did I? I think I want to do this first. Okay, so should I clone the white? I guess it's better safe than sorry, you know? I'll clone it. Why not? A nice convenient key counter on screen right here so we can see how many white keys we have. So we can bail at the right time. I think we needed 99, right? Yeah. So wait until we get close to 99. Okay. We want to be able to keep our undo buffer in case we accidentally go like over. Okay, so we have 99 of those. We have 250 of those. I want to get in here at some point, but I guess it doesn't really matter because we need exact numbers of every key anyway. So I guess that's fine. Yeah, Key Factory. We love the Key Factory. Who doesn't love the Key Factory? I love the Key Factory. Wait, how come I still have the aura? Oh wait, no, I keep the aura until I go here. That's right. Right, and I think we needed to actually chocolate that. So I kind of forgot about this step. Okay, so who's next? Orange? Okay, we need 9 oranges. So that's at least pretty doable. Let's get 10 of these going. A few extras for good measure. Oops, don't touch that. Clone you a few times, why not? While we're at it. Then we want the anti-aura, so we can do that. Oh, and then we want to clone you, why not? So then we can start getting 9 of these. And then I can spend 1 on this to get negative 9 oranges. There we go. So we have a good old sign flippy. Okay, things are looking good so far. We need to get 54 purple. Let's go work on that, I guess. Yeah, this could definitely go a lot faster if I had thought ahead a little bit, but that's fine. In fact, it may have been worth it to actually just go back and change the numbers, but I don't feel like it, okay? I like the design I came up with on my first pass. This is, the prototype works. I'm gonna use it. Alright, we need the chocolates. Let's go grab the chocolate. Let's do the chocolate. Alright, how many do we need? 54. Well. Should be fine to do that. If I just do all this. Okay, I think that's good enough. And then, yeah, we want to purplify. So I'm gonna actually, well, we're not gonna open you yet, but I'll clone you for now. We'll clone everybody. Why not? Everybody gets a clone. In case it matters. And you can get 2 clones even. Sure. Oops, it's not what I wanted. I think that's okay. Okay, sorry, not orange, we're purple now. So we want 54. Is that so? Well, we're just gonna sit here and wait. This is actually a good activity for me to do while my voice needs to rest anyway. Okay, that's all the purples. So we need 101 pink. Oh, and actually we need it to be negative as well. So that's also good to note. Oops, oh. Don't want to be messing with that. Oh, we need to chocolate you first. Okay, there we go. Wait, how come I don't have... Wait, usually I'm able to spend brown keys here. What happened? Oh, I accidentally got a key, I think. Yeah, I thought the undo undid that, but it didn't. Alright, we need to chocolate you again. So, what was it? 101? Okay, we're gonna be in for the long haul. Okay, 101 Dalmatians. we're good. So now I should be able to do this. De-aura you. And then do this, and then this. And we're back in the neutral state. Everything's stable. I pinkify. Alright, because that's what we need. We need 101 pink. And now we sit here and we wait for 101 pinks to end up in our inventory. I think we might need to sign flip these too. I don't remember. That is okay. This is kind of a fun, little relaxing activity to do after a long day of work, you know? Yeah, that was a little bit scary. Gotten a little bit close there. Yeah, so we need negative. And now we have negative. So the trick about red is that red needs to be positive. I want to do red first, just because it has that nasty little trick. Or should I finish the bottom row first? Let's just finish the bottom row. It's not like I will forget, I think. Like, most likely I'm not going to just forget. We need to brown you again. Oops, don't do that. Okay, we're in the stable state. Dump a few more keys on here. Okay. Oh, we needed only 33? Okay, well, we're far past that. That is A-okay. 20 of those just for good measure. And we will need to un-chocolate you. Okay, do that. Like this. Don't accidentally enter that door. That's actually kind of scary. There's a safety hazard in the middle of this room. Thankfully, I have not accidentally tripped on that, though. Alright, so everyone is cyan. We need 33 cyan. There we go. That's 33 cyan. So need negative 75 black. That's our next color. All right. Sounds good to me. Sounds like the plan. Yeah, 75. It's quite a lot. Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, I need to grab one of you. That's right. So I can start this loop. Was it 75? We'll just go past that. Yeah. Now we need the power of... Oh wait, what happened here? Just want to make sure we don't accidentally like break the loop or anything. We need that loop. The loop is very important. All right, and then we need to do this so we can uncurse you. We need to do this so we can remove our negative aura. Then I need to grab black, I believe. There's lots of these keys on the lower part. Yep, okay. And we need negative 75 of these. Good, a good sign flip. There we go. Do we have enough sign flips here? I'll just create a few more, just for good measure. Should be enough now. Okay, I wish I could like save my progress. Save my key count, please. So next is red. Red, we need positive. I'm going well past because I don't think it matters that much. Okay, there we go. Now I need to Oh, I need to do this, yes. Need to unchocolate you. Take my red right now, if you don't mind. Okay, how much red do I have? 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be enough, right? Yeah. We have positive 10 red. Actually, we can go and test this now. Yeah, so that goes through. Those are all 0. And I can smash through you, and that's should be 0'd as well, right? I'm trapped in here. I think I've read this situation correctly. Yeah, and I have, well, it's not 0, but yeah, I have the 1 imaginary. Cool. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we have a good system going. Things are going well. Let's continue. Because I think we're in a good spot. We just need to... Well, we need a chocolate again. Do we? It's 20 this time, so technically no, but also yes. Because we're going to need to get a whole bunch more for the next one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm out. We don't need this to be thinged anymore. We can grab a few of these since we're definitely over at this point. Okay, so what do we want? Green? Okay, green is ready. We want 20 green. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yep, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 green. And is it negative or is it positive? It is negative. Okay, so we need to do a sign flippy. I have negative 20 green. That's what you want. That's what you'll get. And I guess, yeah, we need to get to negative 30 blue. So I'm just going to redo the loop. Oh no, don't do that. Okay, so we've got negative 30 there. Okay, and I've already done the color swap, so I think we're good. I kind of autopiloted that a bit, but hopefully we're okay. Okay, hold on, just... Yeah. So we want 7 more, right? Just making absolutely sure. I didn't even look at it. Yeah, 30. Okay, 30. And sign flippy. All right, now we have to do stone. I don't know if we're gonna need this loop much at this point. Like 50, I think I can easily get. Oops, don't do that. That should be good enough. Okay, so we want 50 stone. Like, this is almost certainly unnecessary, but whatever. Stone. 50. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're getting close. We're 6 away. That was a little bit scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 50 stone keys. Perfect. And they're positive even. And then I need 256 of these guys. Okay, I don't have enough for this. I thought I had enough, but I guess I didn't. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more cloning, sadly. That's fine. We've got plenty of keys to clone with. Actually, do I even want to do the 256 now, or should I do the brown keys first? I kind of want to do both of them at the same time, right? Okay. We need 256. And then we want to positivify that. Right? So now you're positive 256. And then we need negative 200 brown. Can I do that though? Did I clone this enough? Maybe I didn't. Okay, I believed I had cloned it enough. I don't think I did. Oh, I think we're gonna be just shy, aren't we? Yeah. Ah, darn it. Okay. Never mind. We need to go back. No, don't open it. I think we need more of you, unfortunately. Okay, this should be enough. At this point. Okay, 256 is almost here. Let's do that. Flip. Okay, we're positive. And then we need to get to 200. Oh, but I can't do the sign flip. Okay, so I need to do it in the other order. I see. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, that's okay. So let's do this. So now we're at -199. That's exactly what we want. Now we want the 256, which we can do like so. Now we should just be able to go through all of this. And we're done. Door salvaged. All right, we did it. That wasn't a level even, was it? Oh, wait. Hold on. So I salvaged this thing thinking that's what I wanted here. And that really seemed like the goal, but it just kind of falls apart. Glitch. But also, wait. Blank stone? But don't I have stone keys? I don't have stone keys. Wait, really? Wait. Was I tricked? Did you trick me? Have I been fooled? Was I tricked into doing something wrong? Is this not what I want to salvage? I mean, there's nothing else to salvage, though. What is this? What is this? I guess I can change the colors. But how would that help? I don't have... Wait, is there a way to get above? I can't. I'm too short. My jumps are not high enough. What? Wait, there... I must be missing something, right? Like... No. We didn't do all that for nothing. Like, this has to be right. This... Mimic stone? But... Oh, I have 0 of every key. There's no keys I could... You're kidding. Oh, I got my keys back if I exit a level! Wow, okay. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. The end! Star view! What do you mean, the end? Go back, Garden of Dreams. Who's this? Is this Kina? Oh, hello again. Hiya. Not much to do here, so feel free to take a seat. Why don't you take a seat right here? Sure, why not? So, is this the end? Yep. Like the real end? No last minute super duper secrets left to find? Because I'm sort of used to that. There is still one more world we haven't cleared. As hard as it may be to believe, this is indeed the intended ending of the experience. Intended! There is more. Guess I'll just let that simmer for a moment. It's funny, too. Honestly, at some point I was getting the feeling that this really could just go on forever. Oh, don't worry, there's more. I do not blame you for thinking that. In a sense, I have that feeling too. But my part in it had to end eventually. Your part? Do you mind a brief tangent? Feel free. I had many more ideas for this world than just the ones you saw. Yeah, the diary kind of indicated. Some of them were really good ideas as well. Uh-oh, I want a Lockpick DLC? I'm kidding. With enough effort, this world could have continued for a very long time. But the simple fact of the matter is that trying to continuously add stuff like that is pretty demanding. I decided at some point that I would just let go of some things and be proud of what I had already made. It was a pretty good choice, methinks. I see. Ah, restraint. It finally kicked in. So I guess you're committed to that decision. More or less. I find that some games do actually just go on too long. This one didn't really feel like that, though, for some reason. I don't know. Like when I think of games with a lot of fluff in them, like I'm thinking stuff like DK Bonanza, for example. It's like the game just like keeps going, and like it almost feels like the game is just like padded out with stuff just to make you feel like you got your money's worth. But like this game didn't feel like it was like padded out. It was very, very long, but it didn't really feel like anything was like pure padding, you know? I think that's the difference. Like it's okay to make a really long game, but you have to make sure that the content actually feels like unique and inspired and interesting, and that the gameplay loop doesn't feel too stale. And I guess like solving puzzles like this could have gotten stale. I mean, I've definitely played puzzle games where they have gotten stale like that, but this one didn't. I think that the interesting ideas kept going, at least up until this point. And I think that's a good thing. I think this game managed to pull it off pretty well. I would certainly be fine with someone building off of my ideas further, though. Yeah, I'm sure people have. We have like Lockpick strawberry jam being made, as far as I am aware, so... I've got a whole bucket list of things people could try already prepared. Oh. A whole bucket list of things people could try already prepared should the opportunity present itself. Okay, that's how you're supposed to read that. Huh. While I was working on this, that sense of being a pioneer of new ideas was quite fun. I wanted to try and be as creative as I could in my endeavors involving this whole concept of keys and doors. I think I succeeded in some ways. Pretty proud of the more abstract or mathy puzzles as well as the meta stuff. I wanted puzzles like that to open people up to the possibilities and maybe spur them to make their own spins on the idea. They certainly have. I see. There were many incredible things I got to take in while I was here, at least. I do wonder, though. With this whole engagement as private as it is, it feels like the people could reach... Sorry, why is my brain like skipping words? It feels like the people you could reach with this are few and far between. I'm aware of that. I think even at the start I noted how the things here feel right out of a video game. So I have to ask, any reason in particular you chose not to do that and make it physical instead? I mean, it is a video game from like our perspective as the player, but I guess, yeah, Lily doesn't know that she's in a video game. Mostly it had to do with this aspect of immersion. I like to enjoy the wonderful, brief moments this world has to offer. So it was my hope that making everything I envisioned real would allow that sense of wonder to really sink in. Additionally, I wanted to be able to interact with the participants directly. Did you? Just a personal desire. I think I get it. Oh, is Lily the participant? Is this the same as when L.A. Watson shows up in your chat? Is that what the metaphor is? As for the video game angle, it would be nice, but I am unsure of how I would adapt the aforementioned things to that medium. Especially in terms of trying to hold convincing dialogues with an ambiguous player entity. Is that so? This game's poking a little fun at itself here, I think. Sounds like you have an idea, but think it might sound silly. Feel free to let it out, because frankly, if you thought of something, I'd love to hear it. Well, instead of making it about a general experience, how about just making it about one? I think I read that correctly. Uh-huh. I figure I made it this far, and it's been nice talking with you. Do you suppose my time here would make for a fun game? Maybe. You okay with being in a video game, though? Wait, or is this the origin story for the game itself? How this game was made? I figure as long as I don't divulge anything too personal, it should be fine. Heck, I can change some details and even make stuff up if necessary. If you say so. What's that supposed to mean? Well, that does leave the question of the game-making part itself. I don't know too much about all that, although I do have some friends online who could probably help. Wait a minute! Is Kina Lily? Wait a minute! Cause this is the game, right? I Want to Lockpick is the game itself. That was the product that Lily wanted to make. Right? But Kina's diary is the one that talks about making a game. It's from Kina's perspective. So that kind of implies that Lily is Kina. Truthfully, it might be a better idea to get the Ambassador Society involved. But wait, if Lily is Kina, then who's the original Kina? Is this like a bootstrapping paradox? Like every time you play the game, it's like another loop of I Want a Lockpick. And at the end, Lily asks Kina to make I Want a Lockpick, and in that I Want a Lockpick, Lily asks Kina to make I Want a Lockpick, and in that lockpick, etc. So who's the original Kina? Right? Bootstrap paradox? Well, she did say that she changed some details. So maybe this recursion doesn't have to necessarily be well-founded. Truthfully, it might be a better idea to get the Ambassador Society involved. Who are they? They already have the people and resources for things of that nature. Do what you want, though. I figure I'd just make your options known. And please, don't feel inclined to make something on my behalf. Just stay true to yourself. Or is this... Or is Kina L.A. Watson and Lily is like a fan author of this game who wants to make like their own I Want a Lockpick? Is that what that is? But it said it was recording Lily's adventure, right? I'm satisfied with what I have here at the end of the day. True, I'd like to think about it, at least, since I really enjoyed my time here. I think I'll enjoy this view for a while. Same. I hope whoever comes after me can enjoy all this stuff just as much as I did. The next Lily. That'd be the dream. Thanks for making this, Kina. Thank you for watching my dream. Well, thank you, too, for humoring all my antics and seeing all the stuff I wanted you to find. It's been a good run. Well, I haven't seen everything. Oh my god, the credits are gonna roll, aren't they? Holy moly, a credit roll in this game. Wait, have we seen credits before? Did we get credits for the other like finales and stuff? I don't remember. Dude, I almost spit out my water that I was drinking when I saw that. Made with Game Maker Studio, unfortunately. Yeah, inspired by I Want to Keep Pick 100. Yo, so Imaginatori recently said something about wanting to make his own game or something, and he said that he would like use Godot, and I'm just thinking like, yeah, he probably saw this part and was just like, oh, let's stay away from Game Maker. I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of people who... What? Sound credits, Baba's You Toho product, Deltarune? Deltarune's in this, guys. No wonder there's a Field of Hopes and Dreams. There's a literal Deltarune reference in this game. How come I never noticed this? Tam Music Factory. Onjin. I don't know Onjin. I am familiar with Tam, I think. Tam Music. Yeah, Zoom. We got wow, a whole bunch of games being credited here. Bunch of stuff I've never even heard of too. Very interesting. Featuring puzzles by these people. Some designs borrowed from I Want to Keep Pick 100. I recognize two of those names. I don't remember Just Imagine It, Math Cookie, or Love Math Boy ever having shown up as credits. At least so far. Oh, this is quite the list of testers. Oh, Necro gave their blessing for this project to be made. I see. Isley Puzzles had a great time. Aliens Rock tried to have a great time. Crow Star? First push into puzzle line. Interesting. Don't know what that is. Baba is you, I know. It's Insanity, yeah. The real keys are the friends we made along the way. Unspecial thanks, Game Maker Studio! Legends say that to this day he's still fighting with Game Maker Studio. Puzzle solved 193. Time spent 90 hours, 3 minutes, and 28 seconds. Goodness. To think that we still have more to go through is a little bit unsettling, but you know what? The game continues. We're not done. I kind of wish I had saved that for later because I didn't know that that was like gonna have like a big old credit roll, but then again... Oh wait, there's post-game content. I've read the diary. I read all the stuff in your diary. Don't you think that's kind of rude? So, what did you think? It was a good time. That's nice. It feels strangely bittersweet, knowing that I've truly seen all there is to see now. It was bound to happen eventually. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I did. Thanks for having me, Kina. I see I've been promoted to you, Haver. In all seriousness, though, thank you as well. It's been fun to watch you keep pace with my unusual ideas. It was well worth it. Absolutely. Oh! Mystery person? Say, since you've put in the work to read this far, I think I know something you might like. When you have the time, stop by Kina's diary for a moment. Something a little special will have opened up. Uh-oh. See you there. Who is that? Mysterious voice? I mean, on the topic of Deltarune. Gaster? This is a cute photograph. Looks like it's keen on their friends. It looks like they're having a good time. Yeah, okay. Recognize the trees in the hub room, yeah. Stop by the diary. Beyond the Lockpick Museum. Final reward. Oh. Oh. Keys of different shapes inside. What is this? Oh, you can read these. These are sigils, which are another type of interactable that wasn't a key or a door. Also, please recall that this is a mock-up art. Oh, is there a sign I'm supposed to read first? They basically do something with a global effect once you... global effect once when you touched them. To go through them all, addition sigils would have added to the count of every key or door, something like that. Copy sigils would have added a certain number of copies to keys or doors. Yeah, interesting. Pretend key copies exist for that description to work. Oh my god, there's so much reading here. Destruction sigils would destroy certain objects, most likely keys/doors which had a specific color. Finally, jammer sigils would prevent the glitch color from changing. Oh. Some of these could probably become real, but I never found a place for them. Regardless, they are fun ideas to tinker with. There are fan projects for this game. I can imagine this stuff becoming real. Okay, is there a sign I'm supposed to read somewhere first? Room of connection. Oh boy. Did I step into a thing on accident? Like, this looks like scrapped ideas. O'clock. Although this is not. This one's a doozy. So originally Omega keys weren't unlockables for the terminal, but rather were a mechanic called ordinal keys. Before complex keys existed, I wanted World 11 to have infinite keys, so to speak. Original infinity was fun, but I figured I could take it a step further and programmed a more robust type of infinite called countable ordinals. The bottom line is that all sorts of additions and even subtractions, sorta, of infinities were possible. I actually did program all of it into the game too. Oh, so this is actually baked into the game somewhere. The main reason they were scrapped was that the rules of addition and subtraction were hard to intuit, and it got even worse with combo doors. The reason why being that ordinal addition/subtraction is non-commutative, but combo doors have to sum up every lock to know what to spend. Ultimately, the concept was scrapped and replaced with complex keys, which one of the testers once predicted as a joke. It was funny to surprise them. The graphic ended up being reused for Omega keys, and shortly after, ordinal keys were scrapped. I came up with star keys, which functioned similarly, but had even more cool applications and interactions. So cheers to the wildest mechanic you never got to see. Oh man. I will read this later. I want to check out what this is. Room of connections? What is this? There's more? Who are you? Greetings. Are you the mysterious voice? Lucas! Hey, thanks for coming. I figure you already know what's going on by now, but let's make sure everything's clarified first. Firstly, hello. My name is Lucas Watson. There he is! Vegetator, you lied to me. You said that Lily was the self-insert. No, this is the self-insert. I know it was a joke. but here he is. It's him. It's L.A. Watson. And I'm the creator of I Want a Lockpick. In case you've been paying attention to the story, consider this a liminal space with no connection or consequences to the rest of the experience. This area is non-canon. You probably just got done reading Kina's diary, and presumably have read all the normal dialogue, as well as all the stuff in the museum. That's quite a lot of text, right? I kind of skipped the stuff in the museum for now, but I didn't know. Well, there's more where that came from. A lot, actually. Uh-oh. Consider this a warning before you triple your reading homework. Yes, I programmed it so that you will have to read everything in order this time. Just so that everything I say will flow. And that this conversation will feel a bit more real, really. Not the biggest reason. Should I save this? Because it's apparently going to be pretty long. Or should I just do it, bite the bullet now and like rip off the band-aid now? I was kind of hoping to get back to the rest of the puzzles. Because I'm not done. I have more puzzles to solve still. Okay, let's just... I don't know, how long is this, though? It can't be that long, can it? However, if you've managed to read this out of order anyways by skimming a copy of the text that was in a video or on a wiki, then congratulations on facilitating the funniest possible outcome for this bit. What bit? Anyways, when you're ready to chat, let's chat. Feel free to look around a bit or check back in later, but once you've got some time, get strapped in. Okay. So you're giving me an option to unfold that. Let us not. Let us save that. Let us go back. So this is dialogue zone. That's what this is over here. This is dialogue zone. Hey, I don't get a star on my chapter of like field of hopes and dreams. I guess there wasn't a goal in this epilogue, huh? There's nothing else over here. It's just the ending again. Although, do I get to rewatch it? Oh, I can. Okay, let me skip it. Yeah, I know. I know I did that. Yep. No problem. Let me just get back to doing puzzles. It feels too final to just like start talking to people who are like, yeah, this is the end of the game. You did everything. Congratulations. No, man, we ain't done. We're not done. We have things to do. I have keys to collect and stuff. We have Omega. We have Omega World. I don't know what this is. So we need to get negative pure keys. Oh, I have the Omegas to get through here now, so I guess what I should do is take my stone keys. What am I doing here exactly? So I have stone keys. I have enough to open this. But obviously I want to color it. And then I have you, but you're not something that I salvaged. And actually, I didn't salvage you either, did I? But somehow I need to get negative pure keys. So yeah, you gave me this to salvage. I get negative 12 black keys. And somehow I'm supposed to convert those into pure? Is that right? Looks like there was still more. Yeah, there's more game. I haven't finished talking to Mr. Watson or any of that stuff yet. Or the museum, but like, I just wanted to do puzzles. I was just like, I'm in the mood for puzzles. I do not want to sit here and do reading just yet. Because it feels too final. It's not like I don't want to read, or I don't want to read his thoughts. I just don't feel like it's appropriate to be reading dialogue that is clearly meant to be sort of a cap on this game. When I'm not done, I still have stuff to do. It's not right. It's wrong. So, how am I supposed to get negative pure keys, though? Like, I only have this one salvage. So because I only have one salvage, I have to use this door as my salvage. I can recolor you however I want, but what would I need to actually get negative pure keys? Oh, I just need to make the background of this pure. Okay, never mind. I'm overcomplicating as usual. Also, hello. Welcome. Okay, so that should do it for this thing. So I should be able to get through here now. You give me negative 12 black keys, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. 14? Oh no. Wow, this is a lot of extra levels. Okay, we're in for it. We're definitely in for it now, because yeah, there's no dialogue, there's no hints, no nothing. We're just in it now. And this looks pretty extreme. Okay, so no going back from here. They are indeed interesting that they replenish. So there's going to be another stone key here. There's going to be one more stone key for beating these puzzles, is what I gather. Interesting that I was forced to grab the pure Omega first before going through that section. So, though I'm guessing those sections are going to involve salvaging. I'm going to have to change the colors of stuff. Once I'm down here, I can't go anywhere. So what you're saying is I need to have exactly one white key. I need to have exactly 4 pinks. I need to have exactly 2 red. No requirements on the purples, however. Okay. It seems very pure. Pure maths. So I want to get more pink. How do I get more pink, though? I guess I need to use purple, right? Ooh, wait. Oh, maybe I don't want to do that, though. So I have negative 4 purple. Okay, I can get negative 2 purple. Oh, no. Wait, do I want to assign flip? Maybe I do. Because I want to take purple and pink and wait. If I sign flip, what happens? And negative 2. Oh. So I want a negative 4. This is what you're telling me, because I need 4 pink. Right? So I want you. And then I need 2 red. So I need to subtract 2 red, right? Although these are mostly like assignment operators, aren't they? They're not really... Like, I'm not actually getting to... Ooh, okay. So this is about moving things around in registers. I see. So I think I've lost the opportunity to get the number of reds that I want. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So to get 2 red... Well, that's the negative. So I want to move that value into the temporary variable first. Sure. And then, wait, I want to take purple into red? Where's purple red? Up here? Okay. Yeah, so that gives me the 2 red I want. Now that I have 2 red, I need to somehow get 4 purple. I'm kind of ignoring white right now, but... Yeah, that's just a sign flip, though. How do I get positive 4? There's no, like, addition here. So if everything is 2, that's kind of no good, right? So I need to store... red into pink, I think. Temporarily. We're going to overwrite that value anyway. Okay. Now we write pink to purple register. Now we sign flip. Now we place purple into the pink register. Okay, and then we're good. Okay, not bad. That's why it's called copy. Square. So we're going to be doing squaring here. I see. Are we going to build a computer or something? What is this? 2, 3. -2. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, so we started with this. We have an infinite number of this. We have -2 black. I can get 2 or 3 purple, 2 or 3 cyan, 2 or 3 pink, but I can also clone, I guess? So I could do... Okay, so I can get an arbitrary number of any of these. And you want me to do what exactly? So I'm going to 0 my black keys. We're going to unstar, and then we're going to get exactly 1 master key. We're going to take away the pinks from the master keys. And then we're going to take away pinks from reds. Okay, let me just experiment with this a little bit. Let's see what this does. So I just grab a couple copies of all of y'all. You know, yeah, let's start with this. Okay, so... yeah. Does what I expect. So I have -5. Now what? So I could clone this. Do I want to? I have to. Ah, and it squares my pink key count and stores it in the red register. I see. Clever. Right, so this would square my 2 into a 4. I'm stored in green, I think? Yeah, well, it's storing the negative of that, so it's not the same as that number, but you know. Very interesting. That's 16. Then we sign flip them all, Okay, I see. And now we have... what is this? Cyan and... no, this is green and red. What? Oh. Needs to be equal to 337? Okay, so the sum of each of these numbers must be equal to these. Oh, you want me to write an algebra problem? Oh, I get it. Oh, I don't want to do that, but okay, I can do it, I guess. Yes, Mr. Watson. Okay, so we have, what, 3 variables? So we have pink, I'm gonna call it P. We have cyan, C, and we have purple. Let's call it U. And we have red is equal to... Red is equal to... So R equals P squared. Green is equal to C squared. And purple... No, not purple. Blue is equal to purple, or U squared. So we need to add together these. So this is our system of equations. We have R plus G equals 337. G plus B equals 425. Then G plus R. I think that's G plus R, is it? No, that's blue. I don't know why I'm seeing the colors weird. Blue plus red equals 250. And so if we do the substitutions, we get P squared. Actually, let me just copy these. I'm doing these on a separate notepad. You can't see this. But you can imagine. So we have P squared plus C squared equals 337. C squared plus U squared equals 425. And then we have U squared plus P squared equals 250. Oh boy. Wait, how do I... So U squared equals 250 minus P squared. But then I have to square root both sides to get rid of the U squared. So I end up with U equals square root of 250 minus P squared. Okay. Can I... how is this going to work? Guys, I haven't done enough algebra. I don't remember how to do this algebra. This is like the kind of stuff I did like ages ago. Could I have used like the simplex method with like linear programming to solve this? I feel like that probably was possible. It's been way too long since I've done that. You guys are about to make me crack open a math textbook here. Okay, so C squared is equal to 337 minus P squared. Or I guess p squared is equal to... Hold on. I know what p squared is. P squared is equal to 337 minus c squared. We know what c squared is. So if we do the substitutions, u is equal to the square root of 250 minus 337 minus c squared. And c squared is just u is 425 minus u squared. Problem is we still have this square root to deal with. I guess I could just solve for u squared though, right? I don't need to actually solve for... That's true. I don't need to actually solve for u. I can solve for u squared. And that would be, I think, a little bit easier. It's like now I should be able to collect like terms. Oh, my math is a little bit rusty. Yeah, because subtraction is not commutative, right? So how does this work? U squared equals 250 minus 337 plus, because I have to distribute the negative, right? I think, plus 425 minus u squared. And then if I add u squared to the other side, I get 2u squared equals 250 minus 337 plus 425. And so if I want u squared, I can get 250 minus 337 plus 425 all divided by 2. Which is 169. Okay, so u squared equals 169. So what's the square root of 169? 13. So u equals 13. Okay, so we know how many purple keys we need. Now I can start plugging that into the other formulas. So c squared plus 13 squared equals 425. Well, 13 squared we know is 169. So c squared is equal to 425 minus 169. Which should be 256. So c squared is 256, which I think is, what's the square root of 256? Is it 128? No, 16. Never mind. Right, 16 bits. No, not 16 bits. Why is that 16 again? I don't know. Okay, well, C equals 16. I don't know. I was thinking in terms of binary, but I don't think that was the right way to reason about this. Because binary is like 2 to the power of whatever, not something squared. C equals 16. So if we want to solve for P, what is P? P squared is 337 minus C squared. We know what C squared is. It's 256. So 337 minus 256 is 81. So P squared is 81. Therefore, P is 9. That one I can do in my head. There. Okay, that wasn't too hard. It was just a little bit tedious. Wait, how many purples? Purple is 13. Okay. C is cyan is 16. And then pink is 9, I believe. Okay, and if the math all works out, which I think it should. Oh! Everything should just work out. Oops. Okay, things are looking good. All right, there we go. So that one's done. Set. Uh-oh. Sets. Are we doing sets? Set theory game? I do want to go back and finish set theory game someday. I just don't know when that'll be. The game is too hard. Oh goodness. So what am I trying to do? I need 4. Okay, so I need to open all of these? What is this? And then I need... the sum of my pink and blue to be 40? I think that's what I'm looking at here. That seems right. Well, no, it needs to be, they need to be negative. So I need negative 20 pink and negative 20 blue. What mathematical property of sets are we exploring here? Are we going to be doing like intersections? Are we doing unions? Now I'm realizing that my last stream title was probably more appropriate for this one. But, oh well. What did this do? Nothing. Okay, so that did nothing. So this is taking 20 of my pinks and turning them into negative 20 blue. So this is how you set your stuff to negative 20 blue. Right? Okay, yeah. So this I lose 10. No, it sets my value to 10. Oh, are these like setters? Oh, like set as in like to set a value. Okay, I see. So this is not set as in set theory. Okay, we're fine. We don't need to do set theory game today. Okay, but I probably should actually think about what I'm doing here. How do I reason about this, though? So I have 20 pink keys. If I touch you, I'm going to end up with 4 pink keys, which is enough to open this, but I don't have 1 left over. Unfortunately, I don't think that's what I want, ultimately. Okay, yeah, and I can come back here to get 20 or negative 20 of whatever keys I need again. There's a sign flip here. Okay, this one is important to save for last, I think. It's more like a refill. Yeah. It's more like when you go to the drink fountain and you top up at Burger King. I don't know why, but that reminded me. There is Leaf's Odyssey stuff happening right now, and it's very exciting. Some of it I can talk about, some of it I can't talk about, but just know that there will be more Leaf on this channel in the future for sure. And I'm very excited to get back to that game. Like, some things I'm gonna probably have to wait for quite a while, but right now there's also a lot going on in the community, so yeah. Very, very exciting times. Alright, so what are we trying to do here? Like, do I just open doors and hope for the best? Like, it doesn't feel too good to just do that, but then, like, if you're just gonna set my key count anyway, it doesn't seem like it matters too much what I do. Like, opening this doesn't really make a difference, right? I suppose, like, these doors could, but, like, this door doesn't matter. I don't think this pink door I just opened really matters either. Well, it could. But, like, if I'm opening that pink door later on, that pink door doesn't matter. Because I think I need negative 20 of each. But I can easily get negative 20 just like this. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough pink. Okay, I know I want to save that for last. So yeah, this kind of just like steals all my keys and then I can't do anything. So I need to top up, I guess, before I run out. So I've already run out. But you need at least 20 to top up, right? Ah, so I can only drain one at a time. Well, this is so interesting. Oh, but this requires at least one to top up. Okay. So we kind of want to minimize the amount of times we top up, don't we? Oh, I see. Yeah, now I don't have enough. Ooh. Okay, so what do I need to do? So far, every level has been very math-based in this area, which makes me feel like I need to do some math. But I guess my question is, what kind of math? So I can drain the blues early and top up on the blue. And then get rid of all the pinks at the same time. Okay, that's not too bad. Except then that happens. Like, that's great, but now I'm stuck. Can't refill. I don't get another top up because I lost the other side. Ooh. So what do I do about you? You're kind of in the way. I want to eat you when you're full, or when I'm full on pink. So like now would be a good time to eat you. Well, maybe. Except I don't really have enough to do that. So maybe it would have been better to eat the pinks in a different order. Oh, but I have a 0 now, so I can't top up. So that's no good. I want to eat into this one first, I think. Yeah, but it's more efficient to use my resources like this, right? Because now, this gives me the best bang for my buck. I have exactly 1 left. This is the optimal time to refill here. And I can't refill if I were to grab this first, because now it's no longer an option. So this feels pretty good. I like that as a start, but maybe that's a tomfoolery. Maybe I'm being tricked or something. I don't know. I mean, getting this down to 7 is not bad, I guess. I could take that. Ooh, wait, I can set my value to 16 here, so that means I could do some shenanigans. Do shenanigans. Oh, I probably want to get rid of you first, actually. If I'm gonna do that, then I better do this, right? Because this is not enough to eat through here. But it is enough to grab you, and it's enough for me to grab this, which is enough to grab the thing up there. So you're out of the way now. And now we have this, which is perfectly efficient. Okay, there we go. That's good. And so with this, I'm gonna spend my keys very, 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 very carefully here to open up everything. So it becomes 4, now it becomes 1. Now we're perfectly efficient. We get the -20. Everything's good. Blammo. Puzzle solved. Alright, very cool. Alright, and then there's a whole bunch more. Yeah, I have 1 stone key left. So if I enter a level and whoa! Made worse by L.A. Watson. What kind of credits are those? Yeah, I have 13 again if I exit. Downward spiral. Oh boy. So I have this. What is this? I need 7 of these, 33 of these, and 15 of these. I guess I want to get the 15 done first, I think. Why would you give me this? I'm kind of concerned. That is concerning. 15, you say? Okay. Oh, because this is taking away from... Oh no. I see. They all depend on each other. Yeah, these look like they might be guest puzzles. Of course. Wait, is this negative then? This always gives me negative, right? Yeah, that gives me positive, but then that means that this always ends up being negative. Wait, so how do I get positive? Yeah, that explains why there's no commentary at the bottom. True. Wait, but these are all unidirectional. Like, this gets more negative. What? What is this? I can't sneak out with that. Huh? Can't open this. This just creates more of those? Why would I want to create more of those? I already have 99 of them. How many more of these am I going to need? What is our goal? I can only open this to start with. And then I can open this. And then I can open this. Well, that puts me at 0 orange. What are we trying to do here? Like, am I supposed to destroy all the doors? There has to be another way to get positive keys, right? Because this only gives me negatives. Wait, I'm positive again. How did this happen? Wait, how did that happen? Oh, because this gives me more of these? But wasn't that giving me negative earlier? Yeah, wait, how? Oh, but my orange key count is negative now, so this changes. Oh, I see. And then this starts taking away from this and making this negative. And because this is negative now, this is going to go positive. Oh. Oh, oh no. I see. So hence why made worse by. Oh, this is nasty. Dude. Why did... How... How are you supposed to reason about this? I feel like these numbers are already too big, though. I mean, I guess I can just subtract. I guess. Oh my god. Oh. What am I supposed to... What am I supposed to do? Because I can make these numbers go up and down. Well, they're all kind of dependent on each other. So I need negative 33 purple. I need 15 cyan. So whatever I hit needs to give me 15 cyan after I've hit the purple goal. And then after that, my 33 cyan needs to be used to get to positive 7 keys. So it has to be 40 orange. So you're telling me I need to have 40 orange at the point when I I do need the negatives of the purples. If I need negative purple, and I need 33 of those. What? Let's do something naive. Let's just like hit each of these once. Oh. What does this look like? Oh. I hit negative 40. Oh, I don't think I'm ready for this today. Don't think I'm ready for this. Okay, so this is what this area is about. Oh boy. Champions Maze. Wow. ReZero. ReZero? ReZero reference? I don't think I am ready for this today. I think this is a little bit too much. Very, very, very math heavy. I think I'm going to have to leave this for today. I don't think I'm ready for this one. And there's more after this too, apparently, because like there's this here, and he gave me, well, actually, what happened to my keys? Those are gone. Oh, I can't go back. Oh, I'm actually just trapped here unless I warp. Okay. You don't have anything to say about this? No. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm losing my voice. I really need to rest my voice because the coughing's gotten pretty bad lately, and I actually took some cough syrup before the stream. So that's why you're probably not seeing it as much, but yeah, I don't know, this lingering cough has been giving me like breathing trouble at times, which is kind of nasty. Like I don't think I've ever had a cold this bad before. Which is making me start to think that it's not just like your average cold, but something else. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. I'm like basically recovered, but this lingering like dryness in my throat that causes me to have to like run and like gag and sometimes like vomit in the sink is really terrible. And yeah, straining my voice is kind of exacerbating that, so I really need to just stop. So yeah, next time there'll be more. We'll be doing more math, I guess, since that's what this game demands. And when I'm done everything, I will finish reading the museum entries and whatever Mr. Watson has to say, because I don't feel like it's right to end on anything else. So yeah, stay tuned. And on Saturday we'll be doing some more Star Force. On Tuesday, I think will be the last episode of Gen 2 Rescue. So that might end up turning into a Leaf's Odyssey time slot. We will see. But yeah, once one of these games finishes, either this game or Gen 2 Rescue finishes, I plan on doing a little bit of Leaf's Odyssey streaming again. And we'll be checking out some new worlds, checking out some old worlds. And yeah, should be a fun time. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.